Now, after understanding about the sentences, friends, we are left with two things. One related to this composing your message, that is choice of words we have understood, sentences we have understood. Now it's a question of paragraphs. So we should have coherent paragraphs. What does it mean? Means that all the paragraphs are in a position to remain connected and carry a message. So we should have a topic sentence, we should have a support sentence, and then we should have transitions. How can you develop this kind of paragraph? Maybe with illustration, use examples to support whatever you are saying. Maybe with comparison or contrast, use similarities and differences. Maybe with cause and effect, focus on reasons for something. Maybe with classification, categorize a general idea. Or with problem and solution, pose a problem, put a problem in front and offer a solution. So in this manner, we will be in a position to develop the paragraph. And then friends, we have next part related to writing for mobile devices and 7 C's of effective correspondence, one by one. We have already talked about mobile, the limitations of mobile device, and how can we use mobile device. In this chapter number 5, few things are there to help us to understand how should we write for mobile devices. The first is use linear organization. Linear organization means what? Arrange your sentences so that the next sentence may be easily correlated with the first sentence or the previous sentence. Then prioritize information. See what you want to give as first information, then second information, and then third information. Then shorter and more focused message, because the screen is small, because the person who will be reading will not be having that much time. So we should use shorter and more focused messages. And then shorter subject lines and headings, 1 or 2 words. And finally, shorter paragraphs. This is the technique for writing on mobile devices. And now 7 C's for effective correspondence. We have already talked about all such C's, but finally, because this is one part of this chapter 5, so I am just highlighting and reading it out rather. Should be correct, we understand, should be clear, should be complete, concise, courteous, business etiquettes, considerate, you attitude, concrete, is actionable. So these are the 7 C's for correspondence. Correct, we understand, clear, we understand, complete, we understand, concise, we understand, courteous, we understand, and we have already talked a lot about considerate and concrete. Thank you very much for being with me.